There they go. Running, groundhogs running for their lives. Mean O'Brien here. Oh, sorry about that, groundhog. Groundhogs. I'm walking over here. There's Groundhog City here. There's a little creek down there. I'm following you, Mr. Groundhog. There's groundhog. Look at it, the groundhog. The groundhog. Smells here. Smells like groundhog. Groundhog on the rocks. Groundhog on the rocks. Cool. Where'd the girl go? She's way over there. It's here. They're all on the rocks. Oh, they're gone. Oh, there it is. It's on the rock there, sleeping. Everybody, we're back for episode 3. Now, as you remember in episode 1 and 2, we were looking at chicken, and this is the third in the series and the final one, and then we move on to pork. So, here we go. We have over there our stock made. That was already made, so we're going to be going over there in a minute to the stove. So over here down below is the vegetables that I'm going to finally chop and then parboil. So we have baby carrots, we have broccoli, celery, onion, green pepper, cilantro, brown cat mushrooms, and these are the ones from Asia. Let me cut one open and I'll show you what they look like. They're a little bit perverted. But anyway, so that they're encased like that, and I never saw one fully grown, but anyway, I guess it's pretty. Could these be called the penis mushrooms?
I don't know.
There is an Asian one, it's a penis mushroom. I saw it on the internet. Anyway, cool. So, there we go. We're going to parboil them, and then we're going to put it in our stock and then sit down and eat our vegetable soup. So it's chicken and vegetable soup, and we'll be back in a minute. I've gone ahead and cut the straw mushrooms, these are called straw mushrooms, in half, and we'll just put them in here for later. They're already cooked. Now we'll do the cat mushrooms, and these ones aren't cooked, and I won't do them all because you'll get bored. I'll just put the garbage in there. And we'll just cut them in half. And we'll throw them. Oh, one got away. One. There's always something that tries to get away. It's amazing. It's just my clumsiness, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, let's talk a little bit of politics. Well, today I did some research, and the Conservative government left a notice on the internet saying that they're fed up with Justin Trudeau's policies on COVID mandates for international travel, and he said they said like even the liberals are now fed up with it, and they want to open up Canada and get the economy working again.
Which is great.
Well, yeah, but they're, you know, can you trust them?
No.
Yeah. The thing is, okay, so we heard a date, or we read a date.
June 30.
June 30th. Hopefully, that's the date that Trudeau's going to stop these stupid COVID-19 mandates.
Hopefully.
Notice the seriousness of my face.
Yeah.
Sort of fed up with this crap. So anyway, that's it. That's what I heard. Yeah, it's making you happy. That's good. It's making Lee happy. And Lee wants to go to her homeland.
My motherland.
Your motherland. And
in the winter.
In the winter time. And hopefully that comes through, right?
Yes, I'm really hoping.
Then you don't have to worry about anything.
No.
Yeah.
Winter is the best time too because it's cooler there.
Yeah, exactly. It's the cooler part of the season.
5 degrees cooler.
Just an extension of summer.
So,
you just get into the winter and you get summer again.
Yeah. So like December it gets to like 25 degrees and it goes back a month later. Back to normal.
Yeah. So just to let everybody know, this is the size that I'm doing. You make the size that you want to make in your vegetable soup. I'm just making a refined version. This is something like the restaurants would serve style, you know, international restaurant. Bite size, so people can easily eat it. Alright, so where are we going to put this? I'll put it here. So that's perfect for what I want. So just slice it down this way, and of course Doug Ford is now the premier, or not now the premier, but is re-elected. So but who else is going to be better? They're all the same.
Yep.
All I know is British Columbia sucks, and the government here sucks. Really bad. The housing situation in British Columbia is horrible.
So overpriced.
It's atrocious, and there's no rights for renters in BC. People in BC have no rights. It's not a good situation here.
Yep.
Cost of living is outrageous. The cost of rents are outrageous. There's no vacancies whatsoever.
Cost of food even.
So if you're thinking of coming, don't stay where you are. Find another place that you can get accommodations, because you can't get accommodations here in Vernon. There's people working and living in hotels here. It's awful. It's just atrocious. These corporations, Vernon, the corporation, allows this to happen, and the corporation of British Columbia allows this to happen, and the corporation of Canada allows this to happen to its citizens.
Yeah, it's like the worst thing is like their families of fours that are living in hotels.
Yeah, and there was that man that had the disabilities, and they locked out. He was living in a trailer home, and there's tons of trailer homes here. There's an alternative to lifestyles here, and they took that, they locked it up and pounded it, and he had nowhere to go with his girlfriend. And a kind woman, which is on pension, put up the money to get the vehicle out of the impound and give the man his freedom again. Awful that they would do this to people with disabilities, like he had severe disabilities. So the government don't care about you. If you think they do, then you're foolish. If you think, oh, I voted for Liberal and they're going to do the best thing for me, then you are a fool.
When you believe that any political party will do anything for you, you're a fool.
Exactly. So, I guess we're back into politics. We were sort of going to get away from it, but you can't. You can't get away from it. It's all around you and it's in your face. Oh, we discovered that the hospital here in Vernon is atrocious.
Yeah, it's really bad.
And so is the walk-in clinic.
You have to wait for like 6 hours.
We waited 6 hours to get seen, and then the treatment was horrible.
They didn't even care. They didn't even really look into your eyes or anything.
They didn't examine my eyes, my nose. I was having trouble with my ears, nose, and throat. I went to the hygienist, and I got a cleaning. And I had 2 fillings. And then I started feeling ill because I'm sure that after all the scraping and everything with my old teeth, things just went haywire, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave the carrots I'm going to leave these this way. Yeah, I'll do the onion. So anyway, yeah, she didn't check my ears, nose, or throat properly. She just, and then you know what, the gall, after she glanced at my throat, it made me cough, and then she says, put back on your mask, and what else? I forget.
Before you put down your mask, because she was going to go check your throat, she said, don't breathe on her.
Don't breathe on her. Imagine that, eh? Don't breathe on her. She's standing like at least a foot, a yard back or more.
Why would I want to breathe on
And
you
she's
anyway?
bent over as far as, outstretched as far as she could go. Don't breathe on her. Put your mask back on after I had to do her famous examination, like a cough. I don't see anything wrong in your ears, and your throat looks okay. Yeah, but meanwhile, for the last week and a half, my ears have been itchy like hell, extremely itchy. My throat has been itchy, and I've had something go weird with my eye. But there's nothing wrong with me, according to the Jubilee Hospital.
Yeah, like a person eye color just changes out of nowhere.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong. I can't tell you what's going on. I don't know, but there's nothing wrong. So anyway, I went to a specialist, and the eye has some vessels, is growing some vessels over the iris. And there is something wrong, but it's not going to affect me dramatically. My eye will all be brown now because I have extra blood vessels that have grown over the iris. So now I have one blue eye and one brown eye. Anyway, cool, eh?
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out today when I went to the supermarket why people were looking at me. But I was getting noticed.
Interesting.
Yeah. The couple just kept staring at me. They try not to get noticed, but I noticed them staring at me, and I'm starting to get not subconscious, but you know,
weirded out.
yeah, I was starting to, you know, do I have snot on me, or what did I do, you know, like, and then I said, I know what it is. They're looking at my eyes. They're saying, because it's unusual that you would see somebody with one brown eye and one blue eye. It doesn't happen, right?
Well,
Unless you have something like what happened to me.
or genetics. There's people born that way.
So, yeah, it's sort of a celebrity now. And don't say David Bowie, right? Because
No.
David Bowie is a different situation.
He was punched in the eye by his best friend over a girl,
Yeah,
and his pupil dilated.
yeah. So that's a dilation of the pupil. But mine is actually coloration
Yeah,
of the iris.
yeah. So there's a difference.
Yeah. So there we go. I don't know if I'm going to use all this stuff. I'll figure it out when I get over there, what I want to do. We're done. Oh, no, we're not. I want to cut this up pretty fine. So, yeah, it's talk, yap. So, yeah, what an episode, eh? What an episode for 2 days, sitting there for 6 hours waiting for... This is how broken the BC healthcare system is here. You can't get a family doctor. There's no family doctors here. And yeah, it's disgusting.
Pretty boring place to live too.
Yeah, it's a horrible place to live because the mountains encase you. There's no real freedom unless you have a vehicle. And with my eyes the way it is, I have no freedom because I can't go anywhere unless I take a bike, or I can't drive a motorized vehicle. So
Dangerous to drive a bike too, because you can't see.
yeah, so walking sometimes, even today my eyes were blurry like hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty bad. So okay, so feel sorry for myself, but it's the truth. BC is a horrible place. Oh, everybody says it's so beautiful here. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's nice to look at, nice to visit, but I wouldn't want to live here, sort of thing. You know?
I mean, BC is a beautiful place to live as long as the government's not in control, in controlling you.
Yeah, anything like that, anywhere. Okay, so this is our ingredients here that we're going to put in the boiling. It should be boiling over there. So let's bring this stuff over. Lee's going to come over. Come on down, Lee. Alright, so over here it's been boiling okay and reducing, so that's good. And oh, I should keep it on the back because of the heat. So turn it on high. We're going to put the carrots in because they'll take the longest, so I'm going to put in, that's enough carrots, a handful, and a couple more. And we get them up to boiling. And we're going to do the same to everything. Should get these up. And let's get the carrots going first because they're the biggest piece. Yeah, so that was quite an interesting week, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. So, we'll be back in a minute, everyone. We're back, and I've dumped everything in here. I got to get it back up to boil, but we're going to boil this for about 5 minutes. You don't have to boil it as long as that, but I like mine to be tender. And we'll put the broccoli in a minute. So we're going to get that up to boil, and when that's up to boil we'll be back. We're going to show you the stock that we made, and we've got it back in service. So that's the stock, and I'm heating it up. And what I'm going to do is this juice, which was that stock, so I am boiling everything in the stock, and I'm going to take all that vitamin and minerals and everything, and I'm going to dump it back in the stock, and I will have a lot of great extra flavor added to the stock just now. So The stock will then simmer for another maybe 20 minutes just to blend everything, and then we'll be finished that. So there we go. Now, when I make my, put my soup together in the bowls for eating, I will pick and choose what I want to go into each serving. And that's how it's done in a really nice restaurant. They don't dump everything together like I did. They will individually have the different vegetables or meats or whatever, and then they will take it from there. So that part's done. Now, there is one more part to go. Valuable. That stock would cost a mint in a restaurant. That's why they give you salt. Chicken salt. Yeah. Anyway, explain the Khmer style. Monosodium glutamate, salt, sugar. Anything else?
Meat
That's it.
and vegetable.
Ton of salt.
Yeah.
So,
To be precise, usually chicken salt, canal.
so we're going to put it on some water, and why? A little bit of salt, some oil. And why am I doing that? Well, I'm going to tell you in a sec. Hold on. We're going to put in some macaroni. I'm going to make a little bit of macaroni for the side, and as I put together my chicken vegetable macaroni soup, I will put in a little bit of macaroni, a little bit of vegetable, and you'll see a nice elegant bowl of chicken soup, vegetable soup. Alright, so we'll be back when we're ready to boil everything, put it all together. See you in a minute. Macaroni, everybody. I'm just using cheap macaroni, and I'm not going to make a whole lot. We don't need a whole lot. There we go. That's good enough. And we will bring that to a boil, cook it for about 10 minutes, and then cool it down. Prevent it from cooking anymore. And that's it. So once that's cooked, I'll put it aside with the vegetables, and we are waiting just for the stock to just simmer and blend the new ingredients together. And that's it. So we'll be back to show you the assembly later. We're back. We're going to assemble. So I've started with the carrots, and as you can see, you can put as much as you want in there. So I'm going to start off with 5, up to you. Small bowls, so you don't want to overcrowd it. So we have some brown mushrooms, so we're going to put some of these in here. I'm using tongs, and I'm going to put some broccoli. There's another brown mushroom, broccoli, a couple of brown mushrooms for you, lots of carrots. There's lots of little bits in there, more mushroom, so try to get the little bits in here. Another carrot. Your favorite, eh? You like carrots, right?
Yeah, I do. I prefer uncooked carrots.
Oh, yeah, well, this is a soup.
Yeah, I know. But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I like the crunch.
I want to get the celery and the onion in here too. It's hard because they got everything mixed together, which I wouldn't recommend to do if you want to pull things out easily. But that's okay. It's going to work. There's a bunch of stuff here. Grab that. Grab some of that. That's good. Some more stuff over here. Little bits of this and little bits of that. Alright, so let's go over here and grab some of these straw mushrooms. You like straw mushrooms, right?
Yes, sir.
So we'll give you that. I like straw mushrooms. Throw it in there. Oopsie. More?
Yeah.
More?
Yes. Okay.
And there's bigger pieces of celery if you don't mind.
Yep.
There we go. Looks good. Alright. This is cilantro and what do you call it? Parsley. Also cilantro and parsley in there. And little bits of this and little bits of that. There you go. You think that's enough?
Yes.
Alright. Just a little bit more here. Alright. So there you go. Now we're going to add some macaroni. It's already pre-cooked. How much do you want?
I'll tell you.
More?
Yeah.
Wow, you like to overload it, eh?
Yeah.
You can put more in later if you want. We don't want to overload it for this show. Okay, so we want to boil this up, make it hot because everything here is cooled down. So it's almost to a boil. Let's get it to a boil. See, it's making little whirlpools. Okay, so now you want to go to visit Cambodia, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in December. So what do you have to do to prepare?
We'll get a job.
Get a job, get some money, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first step.
You're on your last project for school,
Yeah.
and that should be finished tonight, and then you're free.
Yeah, I'm basically free and I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a job and then make, whatever comes along, it will come along.
Right, right.
So,
Good for you.
step by step.
Yeah. Okay, it's boiling. So, let's get, I don't know where my ladle went. That's okay. This will work.
Yep.
It's a little slower, but
It's alright.
push it to the middle. Nice color, eh? Put a little bit more. There we go. So that's yours. Let's stir it around now. Oops. And that's homemade.
It's really healthy. It's good for your stomach
Yeah.
too.
Now,
It's not the starch.
hold on a minute. I'm gonna, something last minute thinking. Got a little chicken left. So let's just add a little bit of chicken. Easy to rip. Couple of pieces, but yeah.
Yep.
There we go. Mix that around. Voila! Ooh, that's a very, very, very good. Yeah. Okay, so mine, and then, well, we don't have to go through that again. Oop. Get that out of there. So everybody, that's the soup. So whatever you want to do, it's up to you, but as you can see, it's full of nutrition.
It's rich.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's a multi-vegetable soup with some chicken. It's real chicken stock. Expensive soup in a restaurant. So, everyone, enjoy the soup. Like, subscribe,
And
turn on the
comment.
notifications,
And comment.
and comment if you like. And we'll see you on the next video. And we're going to do a pork stock next one.
Next.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so we'll see you for the next video. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much for viewing. Bye.